There we go. All right. Good dawning and welcome to a memorial. I'll wake myself up here. Welcome to a Memorial Day episode of Good Dawning with moi, Mr. Floyd. My name's Josh. Please welcome, subscribe, hit the bell, and like for when I go live, which is generally Monday through Friday. There'll be some surprise live at some point. And we would have done something maybe even this weekend, but it's been in the 50s and raining. So welcome to our fall-like Memorial Day. Good dawning, Hershey. Welcome. Lottie B from over the pond. Good dawning. Welcome. Grateful to see you, Lottie. All right. Hopefully everybody's having a good dawning. It is Memorial Day, and so people pile in. In the States, at least, it's really good dawning. It is Memorial Day. All right, let's torch it up here. All right, so generally you do this with your Palo Santo, but if you try to light this with a match, you'll be here till the kingdom come. But theoretically, that's a match and a feather, right? But yeah, no. Blow torch. There you go. Voila. All right, so good dawning. There we go. A little smudge action. Ooh. I always feel so good. All right, so hopefully everybody had a great weekend. I'll clear some energies here. And Laura, welcome. We gave Laura, which is Let Spirit Guide. Laura B, we give her back her wrench there. Since she switched accounts. Grateful. All right, guys. Palo Santo will do you. All right, and for those who don't know, Palo Santo clears the negative, and then if you have any sage, there you go. That clears the positive and the negative to start in a void. Yeah. All right, so we don't expect too much of a crowd here. It's kind of before it's Memorial Day here in the States, and so favor to myself, anybody who was in the military, and of course anybody who lost anybody in the army. Maybe one day, Memorial Day will be a day that we memorialize just the fact that we had militaries in the first place, and yeah, the memories of our militaries, and we can memorialize the stupidities of humanity and the manipulation and control. But exactly. So, favor. Happy Memorial Day. If anybody has anybody in their family who they've lost or what have you, we'll do a moment of silence later on in the show for Memorial Day. And yeah, play, love, remember. Good dawning. All right, so we have this is the deck, the Divine, the Archangel Raphael's deck from Kelly Kolodny. We were only getting we got 10 views or 7 views on one of the Sunday What's Up with Archangel Raphael. So we're not, that's why I don't post it, because it just didn't get any views. And there's so many tarot in your week of tarot and this tarot and that. So we'll do it this week. We do it on Mondays now. We're in the show. So let's see what we have here as far as this week with Archangel Raphael, and see what comes of the codes here, and see what Archangel Raphael has to tell us here. All right, so we're going to cut the cards here. 1, 2, and 3. And grab the bottom card for energetics here. And the top 3 for how we achieve those energetics. And yeah, let's see what we got. Play, love, remember, good dawning. Grateful for all you guys being here. Yeah, I mean, there's no, it's 15 of us here, and I am absolutely grateful, because really, it's nobody. I'm sure in the States you're not working today. Most likely, unless you're retail or something. But I'll be working myself. But no rest for the weary. We do have a goal, and if you want to help that goal, the goal is to get to Chicago to help my dad. Whether yeah, either way, it's for me. Even if you won't remember that I'm even there when I show up. Hey, where'd you come from? So yeah, so in that aspect, he has full frontal dementia. So if you want to help, there's a GoFundMe in my community tab. You just have to scroll down a few pages, and yeah, I'm grateful. But yeah, so all right, let's see what we've got here. Resurrection is today's card. Pardon me. And so today's card is resurrection, to be born again. There you go. So what is rebirthing within you today? What is the rebirth energy? And to get to that energy, they're asking us to focus on unity. There you go, unity consciousness. The blue diamond cap there. Focus. So get unity. So focus, unity, unify yourself, unify with others as well, and find that focus. The next one is ascension timeline. If you're really ascending or not, that's the question. Who knows? If it's really ascension, or you're just shaking the dust off of your frame and finding yourself as source, right? Which would still be a form of ascending. You're ascending out of, you're climbing out of all the trauma that you had. So in that aspect, so ascension timeline, trusting the process, and it looks either like an old Saint Germain there or a wizard of some sort in there, and then of course there you go. All right, so let's see what we got. Otherwise, the last card is light codes. So love. Where's Krista there? Love, love, love. That's what it says here. Light codes. So it's asking us then to be born again. So step into anew through yourself, and then to find unity within yourself. And then to step into your highest timeline, trusting the process. And then finally, light codes. All right, so it's asking you to step into the light codes and fire up those light codes today. All right, so here we go. Okay, so what's your rebirth going to be this week, today? Mine, I'm just kind of waiting till June 9th when Jupiter rolls into Cancer for a full 365 days and hasn't done so for 12 years. So, yeah, and that was one of my better years, to say the least. I did a lot of 2013, 14, did a lot of traveling and all kinds of different things. Promoted at work and all kinds of stuff. So, yeah. So if you go back, if you're a Cancer and you go back 12 years, you can see where you were and what may or may not, what you can kind of expect from this transition here into Jupiter, which is the most abundant sign that your sign can have. And so yeah, so my rebirth, right? And in some fashion, there, if you go with the astrology, right? Now, astrology can be great, but don't let it be your coat of your universe, right? And think outside the astrology box. But yeah, with the astrology is that though the energies definitely favor extreme expansion, and definitely with my universe, any additional money was grateful and expensive. But wow, they're excellent cards. Yes, it is. It's fire. So it's going to be a great week. All right, so we're going to work with the emerald here in a little bit. We'll do a channeling as well. So yeah, we're done with the palm reading. I haven't found anything yet that shakes my insides here to do palm reading with, but something will come across, I'm sure. But either way, right now, well, we do work with cards. I did find my other cards. I just haven't brought them down yet, but we still have enough to do something here. So what we're going to do, all right, is this the ace of spades, hearts, or diamonds? We're going to, with our intuition work here. And the reason why we do this, it's piggybacking off what is done on Truthwave there by Victor. But what we're doing is more quick and intuitive, as far as like a quick hit, intuitive hit. So he'll send you the energy from our end. Yeah, throw in the chat real quick what you think this is, and we'll see what we get here. All right, so we have spades and diamonds. Spades. All right, one thing, it can't be a spade because I lost the spade of hearts. I used to have all four of them sitting on my dresser, and then one day it was all three, so I might have thrown it away by accident, cleaning up or something. So it's either a heart, a diamond, or a club. So anybody marking spades, it cannot be a spade. But yeah, you can say it to yourself as well. Either way, here we go, guys. I will show you the card here. Either way. So what do you think it is? Think to yourself. There we go. The ace of diamonds, guys. right, so it's the Ace of Diamonds. We will continue this, and yeah, I've got the deck from my poker set in the other room, so we'll bring that over tomorrow, and we can do all kinds of different things, red and black. So today was the Ace of Diamonds. Victor, good dawning. Welcome, brother. Victor, if you don't know who Victor is, Truth Wave Energy Meditation. He's live every single day of the week. And happy veteran, or it's not Veterans, it's Memorial Day, but Memorial Day, brother. If you know anybody, especially yeah. So happy Memorial Day, Victor. Favor. Arrived just in time for that card. Perfect. All right. So I'm not sure if we're gonna do a full blown hour here. I'm trying to wake myself up here, but we did bring the emerald over. We're gonna ground into some abundance for this week, and yeah. So if you're a veteran out there, if you've been in service, what have you, if you know anybody who's passed from service, if you had a family member who was either killed in action or like my grandfather who liberated Buchenwald concentration camp in the history books, favor to them and to anybody who has been in the military or what have you, and to anybody who's thinking about the military, a favor to really think about that decision, and favor and the geopolitical consequences of that in this world. Favor to that decision, and favor to the planet here, when we have militaries that when we're just fighting against each other. It's favor. Kind of one day, the Memorial Day will memorialize the ending of all militaries on this planet. But yeah, it's only our fears of ourselves that keeps the militaries going in the first place. And yeah, I wouldn't say it's sad, but one of these days, we have 11 and 11 in the chat. 11 likes and 11 people. Thank you. Yeah, I'm not going to say it's sad or anything, but at some point, we hope that humanity can finally figure out that really it's just our fears and our own energy that we're fighting against. And it's each and every one of us inside ourselves that we're, Chris, good dawning, that we're fighting against. Chris, good dawning. Chris got, if you haven't seen Chris, the volunteer, he has a root bowl and a sacral chakra bowl now, though sacral bowl is kind of in between. And yeah, he's going to be on the channel. Now that I've got a schedule here, we'll get some emails going. We're going to have a couple of things here, really. Chris, the volunteer, will be on with his two bowls. And if you haven't checked out his latest video, he's working with both bowls, the root and the sacral chakra bowl. So if you want some really good healing, yeah, you can go and check out Chris, the volunteer's new bowl on his channel there, and we'll have him on in the next week or two. So yeah, it's going to get busy around here as far as there we go. Here, I'll pin this. Perfect. Ding. All right. So Chris is Chloe. Good dawning. So Chris is Squishies is right down at the bottom there. So perfect. All right. So basically, we're going to get kind of busy here on the channels. We're going to have now that I've got my schedule, at least this week, and I kind of know my schedule now, I won't be having any evenings, which is great. So we've got Christopher from Ghost Squad in Scotland. We're going to have Trista back on as well. And yeah, so it's going to get kind of, there's a whole bunch of others there. We're going to have Diane G on at some point as well. And if you missed her live yesterday with the chickens in the background, and it was beautiful. I mean, where she's sitting there, it's gorgeous. And so if you missed that, you can check out her live yesterday. Yeah, if you want to watch other people's readings, Akashic readings, she's amazing. And so you can see an idea of what you're going to get. She's going to be live. And we're going to have Victor and I are working on, slowly but surely, working on another show. And so we're going to send you some information there, Victor, on that. Yeah, since we're no longer doing the round table, that is no longer in effect. So yeah, so lots of stuff going on here as on the channel. So so yeah, well, and on Wednesday, how can I forget this? Right, I'll be out door dashing. Totally forget. Wednesday, I'll be live with Adam. He's starting back his interviews this week, and Wednesday at I think it's 8 p.m. East Coast time, I will be live. Not Memorex, with Adam on the Medium channel there. I don't know what we're discussing. I guess changes, and I guess I'll do some channeling. But you're going to see less and less channeling per se on the channel. And Teresa, good dawning. Welcome. Happy first day of summer, guys. Yeah, so it doesn't feel like it here. It's going to be 60 degrees and raining, and then tomorrow in the 50s, and so yeah, no summer here, not yet at least. But yeah, so yeah, you're going to see less channeling on the channel and more me, because when I'm channeling anyways, it's kind of just me anyways riffing. But and honestly, we get more views if it's me versus me channeling, as crazy as that sounds. But oh, you're welcome. Thank you, Teresa. Yes, my service. I was an air traffic controller in the Wheeler-Sac Army Airfield in Fort Drum, New York. But 50% of the time, if I'm working a night shift and it's like anything after October, it was too cold for the helicopters to fly, and most of them aren't heated. I mean, they may be heated now, but they weren't heated as much back then, so as well. And so, yeah, a lot of time I just did watched a lot of government television. Yeah, my shifts consisted of watching government satellite television, so we didn't get commercials, and we just get the direct feed from like ABC or NBC or CBS. Yeah, it was cool. But yeah, so in your army, your helicopters generally don't fly 6 months out of the year. It's too cold. So if we have to go to war where it's cold, then they have to put on Arctic suits to fly in helicopters, or at least cold suits to fly their helicopters. Most of them. I don't know if they've been retrofitted with heat these days, but back in the day, they weren't heated like you would think they would be. Plus, they're all open air anyways, with the door open and stuff. So yeah, so nobody flew. So we did too cold, so we watched TV. But yeah, so big changes here. We'll have more on live, and yeah, but Tuesday nights, this show channel, I should say, will be dark. Since Laura's going live at Tuesdays at the old slot that we had, I'm going to always honor that, and there'll never be any live or anything on this channel during Laura's lives, especially. I try to avoid everybody else's, but Tuesday night we won't schedule anything at all. So yeah, all right. So yeah. So how are we doing there? I think Saint Germain used the channeling to give you the confidence to start this channel. You no longer need the channel. You found your family. Thank you. Yeah, that money as well. Thank you. I truly appreciate that. But what I've also found is that the channeling itself, we all channel in some fashion, and so generally our higher self. We all hear that voice, but when you start to channel out of the blue and you're hearing voices, the question really becomes, and for myself, I know, generally speaking, that it's my higher self as Saint Germain, and nothing that I've really said has been anything that's crazy or anything else. But what I'm learning is that a lot of trans channelers, especially, I can't speak for everybody, and I can't speak for all the regular open channels like myself, but a lot of trans channelers may, and this is what I'm getting as far as signs go, downloads, whatnot, maybe some sort of possession. Not saying they all are or aren't or anything else, not calling anybody out or anything else, but some sort of energetic possession of some sort is quite possible. So in that aspect as well, it's like, if I can just talk, it's just a lot better anyways. It's just me. But yeah, so thank you, Josh. You are so kind. Really helped me to get over my fear of being on camera. Oh, Laura, having you on the channels, it was amazing. You're like your family, and you're still the channel's tarot reader. It's just not on the channel. You're still the family reader, and so now you're just doing it on your own, which is really, for me, it's your first show. Just I cry. I mean, grateful. You know, I don't know. Thank you. To see you go live blows. I'm grateful. Yeah, it's sad that we don't have our show anymore, and I really look forward to it. But in the aspect of seeing you live, and I'm not working this Tuesday night, so I'll be in the audience. But so yeah, it just blows my mind. All of you guys who have gone live here, Millie finding Victor there, and all of what's Teresa, all of you guys really kind of memorialize ourselves. Stand in your frames, guys, because it's amazing what we're slowly but surely what's building here, with the different communities and all of us merging together here. And that was when I started all this. My goal was, I mean, I've been alone for 4 years, and so and then basically I'm still alone physically, but not energetically. But to start this, where people could just find a family on YouTube, and now it's like all day long, you could kind of shuffle around and generally run into the same people. and kind of have a day where if you're alone at home, then and not doing anything, which I was. I'm busy as hell, get out now, work and bring some abundance into my universe, financial abundance. There we go. But yeah, you have places to go now, and so in that aspect, it kind of blows my mind that that it actually kind of happened there, and so in that grateful, truly grateful, because yeah, I would just flip from channel to channel, and if I saw somebody that I recognized, that would be about it. That would be like my social interaction for the day. I saw somebody seriously, in some cases, I saw somebody in the chat that I recognized or knew, and but yeah, now you can cap your day off going to Truth Wave and see everybody you know, and it's amazing. And in that aspect, blessed. So just grateful. Fatima, good dawning. Grateful. So yeah, for those who don't have community, that's what I tried to was the idea here. And there's plenty of more ideas as far as that behind that. It just takes a lot of money, but yeah. So favor, guys. Grateful to each and every one of you guys who show up, and yeah, I created the family that I didn't have, and you guys are my grateful. Fatima from the land up north, welcome. Stay. I don't know if it's Memorial. I don't think do you guys celebrate Memorial Day on the same day up in Canada? And if you do, favor to. But yeah, Chloe, there you are, squishies. All right, guys. So yeah, so what are we grounding into? Today's Memorial Day, and favor to all the soldiers out there. Let's do a clearing for the weekend energy first, and then we'll do a invocation and a moment of silence for Memorial Day as well today. And yeah, we'll kind of keep the show a little short. I'm grateful you guys are all here, and yeah, I may still do a channeling. Really what it is, just realize that if I am channeling, it's easier for my higher self to relay a message as through Saint Germain, and it comes out in a lot smoother than just me riffing it off. Although, like I said, if I'm in the flow, I can riff off just the same as what I would channel in the first place. But yeah, White Buffalo Calf wouldn't come out as well if I go and the earth and the stars and following your path down through the down on Mother Gaia, right? It sounds so much better when it comes through as White Buffalo Calf Woman, or talking grace as Kuan Yin. So you still get what you're going to channel here, but it may not be as much. But yeah, just realize completely that it's all my higher self, and everything really that you're seeing is just your higher self. Everything is just flowing out of you. So you're creating all of this. You created. I'm just a creation that you brought of me, and you're a creation that I brought forth from you, just as equally as well. So if you want to see it that way, or if you can see it that way, they should say there. But yeah, all right, guys. So let's clear some energies from this weekend. So take a deep breath in. We're gonna do three. We're gonna do 6 breaths, 3 regular. Then we're gonna do 3 breaths to bring us into our chakra. First 3 will just be to ground us. Then we're gonna go ahead and do a cord cutting and an invocation to clear the energies. We'll do a moment of silence for Memorial Day. There we go. And yeah, and so all good stuff. All right, so take a deep breath. Take a deep breath in, if you would, please, and hold it, and release. And another breath in. There we go. Hold it and release. One more. Breathe in and release. All right, we're gonna do 3 breaths, side breaths. So we're gonna do satisfied sighs. So when you breathe, just cut your chest in half there and bend over a little bit. It just rips your energy up into your heart. And as you breathe out, say satisfied in a sigh, and you'll drop immediately. It's almost guaranteed into your heart chakra. Even if it's blocked for a moment, you'll center off in your heart chakra there. So take a deep breath in. Bend down a little bit. Satisfied. All right, 2 more. looks crazy, but tell me if you don't feel your heart chakra just go. All right, one more. Breathe in and satisfied. And breathe out and release. And we'll do one more. And it sounds crazy and it looks crazy. And if you're just joining us, it's an immediate way to drop into your heart chakra. And if you're saying satisfied to the greater source field, then you're holding space for where you're at as well. You're showing satisfaction to the universe for your current space. And it can go a long way. All right, breathe in. Hold it. Bend over. Satisfied. All right, so you should be in your heart chakra now. So we're going to go ahead and clear some energies from this weekend. So for yourself, if there's any cords that you need to cut, anybody you are attached to, anything that rolled through your weekend that you want to clear out of your frame. I experienced lots of heart opening during the last week. Awesome. All right, so if there's anything you need to clear, we're going to go ahead and do the chalkboard method, whatever works for you. If you got a pen and piece of paper, you can write down the name of the person from the energy. We're not clearing the person. We're literally just, our intent is to clear the heavy energies from any said individual, any said situation, or anything else that may have occurred over the weekend. Sometimes we get wrapped up with people we don't, spouses, whatnot. So take a deep breath in and start clearing. We'll take that about a minute here. If you see me go like this, it's just wiping the chalkboard. We've all done this before. So let's clear some energies from this weekend. We'll do an invocation for this week and then work on Memorial Day. All right, so clear the energies, whatever you're seeing from this weekend. All right. If you have more to clear, just keep clearing. And of course, if things come up. Oh, Bob said that this weekend. Bob, I love you. Go. You just clear the energy immediately. That's all you have. That's really all you have to do. All right. So let's do an invocation for this week as well and see what we have. The first week, theoretically, not that it is weather-wise here. It's as gray as it can be in of summer, but hopefully where you are, it's summer-esque and swimming and whatnot. Our pools are open, but you wouldn't want to dare go in them. I'm not in 45. It's like 40 outside. But all right, so here we go. So all right, so we cleared the energies for this week, and we see this week as open, clear, and available. We see this week open to new. We see this week open to financial abundance. We see this week open to meeting new people. We see this week open to new experiences. We see this week open to all the new possibilities that we can stand. We see ourselves in the highest loving light. We see our family and our universe in the highest loving light, and we bring forth this week all the joy, all the love, and all of the friends, family, money, situations to propel us, each and every one of us watching this invocation, into a higher space, into a better universe, into love, into peace, into financial freedom and abundance, and into the life that we all truly deserve. And for that, we say hallelujah, as it is, and so it is, and as it shall be. We all deserve that. And so hopefully you can find that abundance and that joy in your universe. We have sunshine today after rainy clouds day. Yay. Yeah, it's raining today. It's raining tomorrow. And it'll be cloudy and in the 50s and 60s most of the week. I think there's a spike in the 70s. But yeah, we don't see summer again for another 2 weeks. So we're back into fall. So you'll see a lot of sweatshirts on me. But yeah, we're back into fall weather here. So yeah, summer doesn't really ground in here until middle of June. Some cases the end of June. And then it grounds out the third week of August. It's pretty much have your 6 weeks of summer and see you later. But yeah, but when your air conditioner doesn't, I'm going to get that looked at this week, when your air conditioner doesn't work in your car, then 6 weeks of summer is actually kind of blessed. But door dashing without any AC in 90 degrees, 100 degrees. Yes. But yeah, it's kind of funny though. Sunny here now too, but it's supposed to be cloudy for the next 2 weeks. Ooh, favor there, Chris. But yeah, I don't know. I haven't had air conditioner working. My last car, the air conditioner broke. The cover for that, the air conditioner broke. The cover for that, the air conditioner broke. The cover for that, the air conditioner broke. You get the idea. So if I had working air conditioning, it was only for a few days in any car that I've ever had for some reason. So, but we'll look at getting it fixed. But yeah, door dashing at 58 currently with a sunny high of 70. There you go. All right. So hopefully everybody's gonna have a good Memorial Day. All right. So let's take a moment here. Today is Memorial Day, and if you're not from the States here, that's the day that, and I'm sure every country has something to the same effect. We memorialize the soldiers who have passed in our past and during war, specifically during war, and then of course those who we honor their service once they've passed as well. And yes, we honor everybody's service as well, like Veterans Day, but that's not until November. But we honor everybody's service in Memorial Day as well. But really, it's to memorialize those who have fallen and given the ultimate sacrifice, whether they knew that what they, whatever they were sacrificing for is, as we know, most military campaigns, most wars and such have many different levels of what's really going on. We don't really know. In any specific given war, none of us really know the reasoning. Huge thunderstorm here. Favor Chloe there. And I'd love a huge, we had a minor thunderstorm, but I haven't seen a huge thunderstorm since before I was in Colorado. We haven't. You don't get it. At least where we're at, we don't get a lot of extremes in the weather. As far as that goes. But yeah, so maybe one day, we'll figure out on Memorial Day here to memorialize the soldiers who have fallen. We'll memorialize humanity's stupidity, right? And we can memorialize the fact that we even had militaries in the first place, because really, all we're doing with any military is just showing the fears of that we have. We can't get along with each other. Then, right. We're defending ourselves against ourselves, and once we finally ever realize that, exactly, our fears and our one of these days. Memorial Day won't exist in its whole. It'll exist as a day that we memorialize the stupidity of humanity and the futility of war. Heading for all veterans in the healing. There we go. For all veterans in the physical and spirit. Yes. So let's take a moment. And my eyes are a little blurry. Let's take a moment here and send some healing and some love to all the veterans out there. We're going to do a moment of silence for Veterans Day there. And so if you have a veteran who was in any campaign, if you are in any physical war of any sort, if you were shot or anything, if you were in the military in any sort, and I know Victor is a veteran there, so send love to Victor. And thank you for your service there, brother. And thank you for theoretically protecting the country. Yeah. So maybe next year we'll have the Veterans Day will be where we can all celebrate the end of the military industrial complex. Chris, we are so close that it's usually pretty much the same. Let's see here. Bonnie, I just enjoy the sunshine whenever it comes. So yeah, your forecasts are all kind of the same. You guys are so close between New Jersey and Philly and Pennsylvania and all that whole area there. Thank you, Cricket. Appreciate that. But yeah, so my grandfather, he liberated, if you guys haven't heard the story, he's a physically liberated Buchenwald concentration camp. He found the gate and had to call Patton to get a bolt cutter from, and he was given a pair of bolt cutters, and he cut the chain to Buchenwald concentration camp and walked right in. And so he literally, favor to my grandfather this Memorial Day. He was injured during World War II. He was shot in the leg as he was parachuting down into France. So he shot in the knee. So he had surgery and was repaired. But he once you're done, you can opt out of being a paratrooper once you get shot like that. So he became General Patton's direct signal guy. So he was the phone man for Patton directly at headquarters, 5th Corps, so 5th Army. And so, he stood next to Patton with a telephone. That was my grandfather. And when Patton said, run, here's your coordinates, we go there. Run me cable, that's what he did. So he ran the personal telephone for General George S. Patton. And so, So that's why when my grandfather found Buchenwald concentration camp, he cut the cord. hooked up the phone to the cord, right? The receiver to the battery pack and the phone and the big crank and the whole 9 yards back in the right. Yeah, we didn't have walkie-talkie; they had to run physical cable. And so yeah, so him and his techs, and so they screwed the phone together, and he calls Patton's office and says, "Yeah, you better get command up here." And so there you go. That's what. So there's my Memorial Day story. My grandfather liberating Buchenwald Constantinople. Good dining. Concentration camp. And so favor to anybody in anybody's family there who we memorialize them in spirit and in energy today. And maybe next year we will memorialize armies instead of individuals and the concept thereof. And we can find a planet of peace. But that's why each and every one of us, it's our job to find peace within ourselves. As we individually heal, it's where the healing balance starts on the planet itself here. Daniel, hi, welcome, Daniel Barry. Great to see you. Not seen you here before. Welcome. So yeah, so finding healing within yourself there. If we could all heal ourselves, there would be no reason for military on this planet because we wouldn't hold those energies, right? But it's the unhealed portion of ourselves that reflects in the militaries and the military campaigns, and now the Iron Dome or whatever the hell they're doing. Yeah, here, the Golden Dome. Now, if you would, we're not going to go too far into this, but I will leave it at this. If you've ever read any Nostradamus, he talks about the Golden Dome over the United States failing. I'll leave it at that in one of his quatrains. So a favor that, yeah, exactly. Give it none of it energy is really the best way to go here. But yeah, so if you've got any veteran in your home or in your family there, a favor, let's do a quick invocation and see that we're going to bring in. We are going to channel here. I'm with you, Bonnie, setting our intentions for a peaceful planet. The peaceful planet only starts, though. That's the thing, guys. That's the whole deal. The peaceful planet starts with each and every one of you. You're the peaceful planet. That's the point. The peaceful planet is found within you. The peaceful planet is who you are. You have to become that peaceful individual first for it to transmute. You transmute that energy to the planet. And so as each one of us individually begins our healing journey, then the planet itself begins its healing. But and that's how we heal, and that's how we end all wars and end everything else. We have to end the fight within ourselves first. It's really not looking good in my favor, Chloe. If you need to seek shelter, I know you have your cell phone. Or if you need to drop, we're right there with you. Send Chloe. Take a moment, guys, and see the energies around Chloe in clear peace and love. See the energies around Chloe as calm and peaceful, and we see the weather around Chloe as calm, peaceful, and stable, right? Sending love and favor, and we've dropped a pyramid of protection of energetic weather protection over Chloe's family property there, and we send some love and favor and see Chloe and the area there in the highest, cleanest, clearest, loving light. Absolutely, Chloe. Yeah, favor. The weather has just been absolutely. It's like welcome to summer to the United States, right? Generally, the road up on Rocky Mountain National Park is generally it's sunny. It's 85 degrees. No, it is buried in like 20 feet of snow. No, maybe like 18 feet, and there's like thick ice underneath that. So they're talking weeks, a couple of weeks maybe before they can. It's US 36. It's the highest contiguous road in the United States. So it's US Highway 36, which closes 9 months out of the year. In this case, it may be 10. Yeah, exactly. So by Memorial Day, it's open, and then technically by like the third week in August, it's closed. That's how much fast the snow comes back. So yeah, but in this case, it won't be open for another 2 weeks because there's many feet of snow and many feet of ice under that. Once they get rid of the snow, then they got to chisel at the ice. So and technically, usually at this time of year, it's gone. So global warming, huh? I'm not seeing much in the way of. I'm not saying Al Gore there and his rhythm with. Remember the movie The Inconvenient Truth there, and he's climbing on the ladder. He's like, "You'll never by the year 2020, you'll never see snow again." And it's like, I don't know about that. They got more snow in Rocky Mountain National Park than they can handle. and they can't get rid of it fast enough to open up the roads. So I don't know anything about that, but it's in the inconvenient truth is that it's getting colder, not getting warmer. But exactly, it's 60 degrees here. Not even. Well, it's supposed to be as a high today. Not even. So much upper atmosphere lightning. Wow. I wish I could see that because I'm a big fan of. I'm not a fan of the destruction of storms or the like the energy release from a storm is always what fascinates me more than anything. But yeah, I love a good lightning storm. But you miss those out here in Colorado. Don't if you ever want to come to Colorado, do not move to Colorado for the exciting storms and all of that. You won't get any. Pretty much. You may get like 2 thunderstorms a year, maybe. But we did get a lot of rain, so that's good. And it's supposed to rain most of today, so that's good. I did do kind of a quiet rain dance myself the other day. If you drive around here, what you'll see is there's a lot of little lakes that are empty. There's a lot of little ponds that are gone, and the big lake, like Lake McIntosh here, is shriveling up. And so, but it's amazing. The reservoir is still full to the brim, so I don't know how that happens. But yeah, so the water levels here are starting to get a little low. So I personally asked the universe for more rain. And now we have 3 days of solid rain, so I'm not going to complain. But and I'm not going to say that I created that either. But at the same time, all right. So let's take a moment of silence, guys, if you would. It is Memorial Day. All right, pertaining to climate change. Climate change, you mean solar cycles? We're not going to go into much further there, but just imagine people who know about solar cycles using solar energy, where the sun gets warmer and colder. Cycles, right? We all have them. The sun has its many different cycles during its own. We're in solar cycle, what, 25? So yeah, during the solar cycles there, right? So in that aspect, exactly. So using solar weather to promote something, right? So the climate changes every day. It's all based on the sun. But again, we don't really want to. If we're gonna go any deeper than that, then we have to like go to Rumble or something because you can't really talk like that. You're right, exactly. So it's the inconvenient truth of YouTube is that exactly we can't discuss that it's solar cycles versus, but yeah, it's exactly. And there's a big book, and it's a playbook, right? It's like that. Exactly. Next up is we're going to use climate change, but there's no change in the climate. Honestly, the climate really hasn't changed. It's gotten like 0.2 of a degree cooler or something. But exactly. Yeah, that's something. And so let's hang on a second. Let's kind of reverse here. All right, Memorial Day. I start to go dervish through here. Let's take a moment of silence, though, for Memorial Day, seriously, and we'll cap that off. And so if you know any soldiers, anybody who fought in any war, any Vietnam vets, what have you, hold them in the highest regard at this moment. See them in the highest light. And we're just going to take a moment of silence. We're going to do 30 seconds here in 6 seconds. So take a breath in. All right. And 30 seconds of silence for Memorial Day. Right. Begin. All right, there we go. So we honor those who memorialized themselves and gave the ultimate sacrifice. We memorialize those who sign on the dotted line and don't realize what they're signing, and we memorialize those who stood for something, who tried to stand for something, who went to join the military and thought that stand for something, stand for love, stand for peace, stand for helping this world. We memorialize anybody who gives the ultimate sacrifice and gave the ultimate sacrifice to whatever they thought they were sacrificing to. Either way, when you sign on the dotted line there, we hold you up to the highest regard there. And so for all of you who did sign on the dotted line and those who gave the ultimate sacrifice and the ultimate price for signing on the dotted line, we hold you and your families up in the highest loving regard, and we hold all the militaries up in the highest loving regard. And hopefully next year, Memorial Day, can be a day where we memorialize the concept of an army to begin with, a military to begin with. That we don't need to have armies. We realize that the only fear that we have is fear within ourselves, of ourselves. The only fight is really within each and every one of us. And we don't need to take that externally. And maybe the militaries of the world can dismantle, and maybe the governments of the world can figure it out by having arm wrestling matches or something, or a bake-off, or a dance-off, or last person to touch the tundra, or limbo contest. Although I don't think Trump would do very well in a limbo contest. But you get the idea, guys. So favor to planet Earth, and favor to the mass manipulation of the energy on this planet. May people see through that and see the love that they truly are. All right, so yeah, Clint, good dawning. So anybody out there who you get the red star and the gold star. So thank you, guys. All right, so with Memorial, so let's work with the emerald here for abundance, and and close out with a group hug here, guys. Morning. They could put the military to better use, helping when other positive. Well, yeah, I mean, the Army Corps of Engineers could certainly do a whole bunch of positive all around the planet. That's for sure. I don't know about the explosive ordnance people, or like tankers, or favor to you guys, and favor to each and every one. Every job in the military has it. So, but not we really don't need grateful one day that the nuclear missile launch guys are no longer in need of being jobbed, and we can land the AWACS airplanes, and we don't need to, none of this. We don't. The energy manipulation on this planet is something beyond reproach. And if you're in anywhere to understand that, because it's not generally in humanity's energetic field to want to fight each other or kill each other or anything else. It's generally we go against that, right? It takes a whole heck of a lot of energetic manipulation to manipulate somebody into such a frenzy that they want to go and kill somebody they don't even know for a reason they don't even really understand. So yeah, favored all of that, please. Yeah, maybe one day. Jules, good dawning. Peace is exactly. So how about the Killa spewing Kilauea? Oh wow, I did not see that. Kilauea apparently is going live again too. So favor. All right, so let's work with the emerald and the emerald tablets. Now, emerald is we're going to ground into abundance for this week, financial abundance. I'm sure all of us, at least for myself, you pick your abundance, but don't leave it as abundance, because if you say I just want abundance in my universe, it could rain for a week. Your house could flood. There's an abundance of water. You're not giving the universe any specifics. It's going to be based off your resonant vibration. And if you're looking for an abundance of money, but you're not giving the universe the ability to bring it to you, then you're probably you could be blocking money in some fashion. So that'll be harder to bring. Whatever you are open for is what the abundance will show up. And if you're in fear, then you're going to get an abundance of fear. If you're in lack, you're going to get an abundance of lack. It's based off your resonant vibration, like your central or general vibration. So what are you vibrating? The story of your universe brings the abundance to you or not, if you're an understanding. And the story of your universe is your resonant energy. How are you seeing your universe? And that's the question. All right, so this came from @Chloe's Crystals. If you miss Chloe live, not Memorex, and favor to your weather there, Chloe. Hopefully it's passing. Everybody take a moment and blow the storm, or see the storm blowing right away from Chloe, and or breaking up for Chloe there. But so I got this from Chloe's Crystals. And if you miss Chloe live on Saturn Day, so Chloe's website is being built. She's got products on there. She's doing it by hand through Wix, which is amazing. So give Chloe a round of applause here. She's building a business herself from scratch. And so she's got the website design and all setting up, and she's already got products on there. She's got the money from the bank, from the GoFundMe. And so very shortly, guys, and with great fanfare, of course, we will announce when Chloe will announce, of course, when Chloe's www.chloescrystals.com is active and alive online. But it shouldn't be too shortly, guys. So if you joined us on Saturday there, thank you. And if you did not check out the replay or the rewind or the replay on the lives there under my channel, under the live banner, and again, at Chloe's Crystals, you can go to her channel. If there's a crystal you want, you can email her, and the email is in the channel there in the show. ChloeJMills82@gmail.com. Just send her an email as far as what you want. If you see something on the show that was not purchased, you can just send Chloe an email, timestamp it on the video, let her know what you want, and she'll send you, she'll send you an invoice. It's really that simple, guys. If there's something you didn't see on the show that you want, send her an email with a question of, hey, Rose Quartz Tower, question mark, and she'll send you back what she has, if she has any. Or she can tell you she can order it, how much it would be, and then generally it's better if you pay in advance, because then she can order it immediately for you. All right, guys, so if you missed Saturday there, then check that out. But Chloe's Crystals is and will always be this channel, and it's as long as it's in existence, and favor that it's in existence longer, as long as I'm on this planet. I'm sure it will be, and so grateful. But yeah, so Chloe's Crystals is the official crystals of Mr. Floyd's universe there. So yeah, so get ready, guys, because her channel will be live, not Memorex, at some point. I would venture to say over the summer or close to, somewhere within the next few months. So be ready, guys. But yeah, if you miss Saturday, if there's something that you want, something that you need, maybe a gift for a graduate, stones, crystals, and whatnot, make excellent graduation gifts, excellent birthday gifts, and Chloe can ship directly to the graduate or to your birthday receiver there. So thank you. There we go. There's our not a paid advertisement, but I got this from Chloe as well. And this is emerald. You don't generally see emerald smashed into a pillar like this. And yeah, there's even, I don't know what there's quartz, there's a quartz pocket within it right there. And so yeah, this is fire. So we're going to use the emerald today to work with abundance, to ground in abundance. And again, abundance, what you see as abundance, you have to tag something to the word abundance. Do not let the universe decide what abundance is for you. You could get an abundance of flat tires, an abundance of bills, an abundance of car repairs. Really, and it's going to be based off your resonant energy. So if your resonant energy is in lack or fear, you're going to get abundance of lack and fear and situations that create that. If your resonant energy is full of abundant love, then you will create that. If it's full of financial abundance, you'll create that. But it's the vibration of your resonance that brings in what abundance, if you're not giving it to the universe otherwise. Live vein, what? Live vein. Wow, that's awesome. Chloe'sCrystal.com is active soon. Yeah, it's going to be amazing. I can't wait to see it. And she's building this hand by hand. And if you've ever seen how many crystals Chloe has, like if she's done and you can check out, like I said, watch any of the lives there. She's done a few panorama shots of the inside of her treehouse. Yeah, favor. It's work, and it's going to be. But once it's done, it's done. And then all she has to do is take out, the inventory control will remove what's there and put in the new. So it's not. But yeah, so favor Chloe there. It's a lot of work, and but building a universe there. And we stand behind you. If we could help you take pictures there, I'd be right there with you, helping you out. But absolutely. So yeah, it should be live, not Memorex, and should be up and running shortly, guys. But yeah, if you need anything from Crystal Wise, check out this week's live. And yeah, it's a good time, if nothing else. It was almost 3 hours long too. It was amazing. And if there's something again that you want special order, just be prepared to pay up front. It makes it easier for Chloe, because otherwise she has to reach into her pocket to pay the physical cost, to have it from her supplier and then shipped to her and then to you. But yeah, it makes it easier if she's doing a special order to pay it up front. Then she doesn't have to lean the money up front, and it ships directly, and you already pay for it. So exactly, guys. So all right, so let's work with the emerald. Bring in abundance here, and of course, energy only works with your permission, like anything else here. Green and gold. There we go. My Bro Live song, Silver and Gold, Silver and Gold. It kind of brought to my head. All right, guys. So with your permission, the emerald, and here we go. And of course, see yourself as financially abundant. We're going to ground into that financial abundance for this week. And here we go, guys. All right. Grateful for each and every one of you. I asked the thunder beings. Oh, fantastic, Millie. Yeah, Thor, would you stop with your hammer, please? Jackie, good dawning. All right, so we're working with the emerald today. We're bringing in financial abundance for this week. Specifically, that's what the emerald is, the energetics of the emerald. And yeah, so see yourself in that abundance, see yourself in the highest financial abundance. And again, if you do want to help the GoFundMe, which is still going, and grateful, it is in my community tab there. Get to Chicago at some point between now and December, either way. But the goal is, if we can't get out of the lease, at least to be use the money. We'll have the money financially. We'll just get up and go in November, and just pay the last month in December and just leave, basically. Because I don't want to move in though. Who really wants to move to Chicago in December? Ooh, cold, cold, cold. So what we'll do is we'll just pay them in December. Get the flock out of here, right? We're abundant enough to do that. All right. Teresa Rudolph, the red-nosed reindeer. Did it shine like a light bulb? All right, guys. Grateful for each and every one of you. As we go out today, thank anybody you see in a hat that says veteran, thank them. And realize that if they were in combat, 1 in 5 chance you're talking to them. So grateful. Think about that a second. Anybody who's wearing that hat that says Vietnam veteran, he's 1 in 5. You know, he's out of every 5 people, 1 would pass. And so he's just look at it that way and say, well, you're grateful that you're still here, brother. Thank you for your service. Because, right, it's so I mean, we'll have to learn one of these days to value human life on this planet. I'm going to leave it at that. All right, Swaparoo here. Thank you, Millie. Millie, thank you. I appreciate that. If grateful beyond all words. The GoFundMe is there if you want to help. Just trying to move my universe to, at some point, moving my universe to Chicago. My dad has full frontal lobe dementia. Doesn't need him at this point. He barely remembers I was in the military. Yeah. So we got to get up there and basically I want to get up there and help him. His living girlfriend, they were doing great for years. And didn't want me around, honestly, because they had a really good system. And I kind of understood that. But now she's got heart issues, and she's going to have to go in for an ablation. So we send her favor. And so, yeah, it's just time to be there and ready and helpful. All right. Telephone just typing on its own. Yeah, you know what? Swift key. I use Swift key as my keyboard on my phone. I do not recommend Swift key. It was great until Microsoft bought Swift key, and now it types on its own as well. It doesn't want to correct words, and it's yeah, exactly. But eventually, yeah, I should just use the dictation anyways. Like anybody remember Star Trek: The Voyage Home, when Scotty's sitting there at the factory, and he's like trying to do the transparent aluminum. He picks up the mouse and he's like, computer, and the mouse is like doing nothing, right? And he's like, keyboard, how quaint. Cracks his knuckles. Exactly. There's got to be a better way than these little keyboards on our phone. All right, guys. I'm going to close this out here in a moment. Thank you all for being here this Memorial Day. If you have a soldier in your universe, favor. If you have anybody you're memorializing, favor as well. I think there's a Memorial Day parade here. All right, so let's seal this off. Seal in the abundance for yourself this week. See yourself in the highest. Again, Hershey, I've got my schedule now, and so I'm gonna get an email out to you in the next day or two. I've got an email I need to send out to Christopher, to Chris and the volunteer, and Christopher himself, and we need to reschedule or schedule again with Trista. I need to get in touch with her and see what her microphone stitch was. She returned the mic that she had because it didn't work as well. So see where she stands as far as that goes, and as well Diane G. So we're going to get Diane G on. Does anybody else you want on the channel? Send me an email, Mr. Floyd Channelings with an S at gmail.com. Do you have a talent? Would you like to be on the channel? Send me an email at the Mr. Floyd Channelings with an S at gmail.com. Welcome to, you can come on the channel if you have a talent, something you want to discuss. But yeah, we're going to have Hershey on to do some, what she does best, which is really Hershey. If you watch Hershey, what she does best outside of her readings, which are amazing, is just hang out. It's fun to just like hang out with Hershey and watch the kitties and just talk and chill with her. And so we'll get some of that as well. And of course, her amazing reading. And Diane G will do some clearings for us. And she's amazing. So she'll go into your Akashic, see where you need clearing. And she's done some clearing work with myself and others here. I've seen her on a live do some work with Millie. And so, yeah, amazing stuff. So we're going to have Diane G on. And then Christopher, he's Ghost Squad from Scotland. He's a tarot reader, and he also does mediumship. And so we may get a little of both here. You got to be careful with mediumship. Make sure you know the energy, because a lot of mediums can be co-opted. We're on an open-ended toroidal field of energy here. There's a lot of other energies that you don't see. That's why you have to feel into this point if you saw it. If you saw more than 1% of the light spectrum, you wouldn't be able to walk out your front door. It would be insane. But you'd see everything. You know, all these ghosts and moving energies and light. Exactly. So that's why you don't see that. But you'd also see all the egregores and energies that are eating off of you. But yeah. So favor. All right, guys. So we'll get all the emails out. We'll get things moving here. So look for new lives on the channel. Victor, I will send you a message as well, so we can propel forward here if we're going to with a new roundtable of some sort. But otherwise, guys, much love and favor. And let's close this out here. And I'll see you all, of course, in Truth Wave at 9:45. So otherwise, people tend to go to Terry at Holding Your Space. In between, so if you go to Terry at Holding Your Space until 7:30 or quarter till, a lot of people pile into Victor at 7:30 and start chatting. But yeah, so otherwise, guys, stay awesome. Let's go ahead and close this out with a group hug here. So left arm up to the person to your left, right arm up to the person to your right, and do keep in mind in one physical week, and I'll start advertising it, so to speak. But maybe I'll do a short. But in one, but I haven't done two. I've been lazy on the shorts, so we'll get some shorts going here. But in one physical week, we will have will be 1 year with Good Dawning. So hopefully we can do that at the park. Today, no. Tomorrow, no. The next day, no. It's going to be in the 30s, upper 30s at night. All right, Hershey's channel. So let's. We just. The spin of the pin messages. There's Hershey's channel. So yeah, so the June 3rd is one solid year of Good Dawning, with only missing 1.5 episodes. The one episode I couldn't get it started at the park because I couldn't get cell signal, and then the one where my phone fell off and rebooted, and that was it. And it fell off the table and it was rebooting. What are the odds of that? That doesn't, you need to hit a button or two generally to reboot a phone. Thank you, whoever's hitting the hearts there. That felt great. Thank you. On this side, yeah, when you see that, it's always, woo, amazing. Thank you. Thank you for the interaction. The more you guys interact with the thing, the YouTube. So yeah, hit the like button. There's actually more likes than people here. Thank you. All right, guys. So yeah, so 1 week from today, the Monday of next week, will be our new second year. We're going to our second year. So please share this out as well. We're trying to get to 1,000. And it can take channels a couple of years to get over 1,000. It can be immediate. But honestly, the slower, the better. You know what that means? That means YouTube sees a value. If your channel is growing slowly, this is an honest to God truth, and I say nothing more. If YouTube sees value in your channel, and they don't like what you're saying, not all the time, and so it makes the algor and its rhythm. You're getting what I'm saying here. They dance around with you in the algorithm, and once you get over 800 on any channel, then it's a fun game of show and tell, or a fun game of Ring Around the Rosie. Would be a better game. Ring Around the Rosie until we get to 1,000, and then they let go. But so it's hitting that hump there. So help Mr. Floyd's universe get to over 1,000, at least in the 900 here before, as soon as. But yeah, so we're working on it, guys. But yeah, so it just takes time. And keep in mind, 99% of all channels never get over 1,000. So we've already busted most channels here. But in that aspect, yeah, we got to dance past Al Gore's rhythm. Viviani, how are you? Viviani is generally live with John in the Dunnings at like 10:30 Eastern, and that's like my time at this point. But yeah, good Dunning Viviani and silver and gray Dolly Parton. Okay, silver and gold Dolly Parton. There I was thinking Bro. I had the Bro Lives version in my head, but there we go, Dolly Parton. All right, guys. So let's close this out here and have an amazing day and a awesome Memorial Day. Remember, if you know any soldiers there, if you have any soldiers out in your universe, send them love. If it's not just to memorialize those who passed, although it's really any soldier and the memorial of their service. But yes, it is a day to remember those who gave the ultimate sacrifice. Exactly, the sacrifice to this. Actually, this is an ellipse, right? There you go. So, right. You get it, guys. So the sacrifice to this. We're gonna leave it alone, but you see these things in London. You see one in, and it's not green, but you see one in Washington D.C. You see one in the Vatican. There you go. And exactly. So a favor. All right, guys. Here we go. All right, so let's close out. Left arm up to the person to your left. Right arm up to the person to your right. And all right, so we see love, and as we spin our love out, we take our love and from our left hand here and spin it around the circle to each and every one of us as we stand together in our huddle of love. And my YouTube app just closed on my phone. Strange, yeah. A lot of strange stuff's been going energetically the past couple of days, if you haven't noticed. So pay attention, but don't. Again, if you start seeing the energies as strange, then what's going to happen? Because you're creating from yourself. So if we see the energies as strange, we're telling the universe, all right, we're seeing strange, and we want to verify that. Please, would you please qualify that strange for me? And so in that aspect, yeah, you got to be careful there. Bro Lives, there we go. That's the one that got stuck in my head. Thank you, Millie. All right, swap. All right, so silver and gold, silver and gold, silver and gold. Yeah, I don't know why that's stuck, but I can even see Bro Lives singing it. I don't know why. All right, so as we spin around our love here, from our left to our right, and as it comes around, you'll feel it coming across your heart chakra. And as it does, it'll come across each and every one of our heart chakras. So we're carrying our hearts together through and to each other. As it spins around, you'll feel each heart chakra, and we lock our love like a reverse tornado up to the greater source field, and we're spinning our love through each other and sending it into the greater source field, and we see each other in the highest loving light as we feel each other's heart chakra as it spins around and through into each other as it comes around and cuts right across out your left arm and back around through each other's hearts. We see each other and everybody else on this planet with 4 solid walls. Everybody on this planet has a right to live in a structure of some sort, a decent structure, not a shack, not a shanty, not something cobbled together, not a cave, and not a tent, unless by choice. Everybody has a right on this planet to a fresh, clean, and new home. We have enough property, we have enough space, we have enough materials on this planet to give everybody a 2-bedroom home with full amenities, with an acre of land, and slap it in Texas. That's every man, woman, and child on this planet can have a brand new 2-bedroom home with all the money we have on this planet. We have the resources to do that and put them in Texas. So we don't have an overpopulation problem. We have a population density problem. We have an overcrowding problem in density, but we do not have a population problem per se. Everybody on this planet can fit with an acre of land deep in the heart of Texas. I'm sure Chloe would probably not appreciate the entire planet moving into Texas, but yes, that could actually be the case. All right, we see each and every one of us in our homes with fresh fruits and vegetables. It's a shame that on a planet where 50% of all the fresh food rots or gets thrown away or doesn't make it to market, or get destroyed by weather, what have you, that people should be starving. There's enough food on this planet to feed everybody. There's enough fresh fruits and vegetables on this planet for everybody to have a nutritional and balanced diet if we so chose, but we do not choose. We see each and everybody with fresh and clean water as well. We don't care what the CEO of Nestle says, that water is not a physical human right and should go to the highest bidder with the highest wallet. We see each and every one of us here with the right to free water. There's no reason why anybody should be hauling water either from a lake, river, or whatnot to boil it and then to drink it. There's boxes that can be placed on a table that will give you continuous clean water. As long as there's more than 10% or more humidity in the air, it'll pull the water right out of the atmosphere. Fresh, filtered, and ready for you to drink. So there's no reason why anybody on this planet should go thirsty at all or have to shell out tons of money to Nestle for a glass of water. We see each and every one of us on this planet as well with love. There is no reason with 8 billion different vibrations, or theoretically, I'll leave it at that. 8 billion vibrations on this planet. Some real, some not, and what have you, but everybody has a lid to their pot. There is enough vibration on this planet that you should be able to find somebody, Care Bear, good dawning, somebody on this planet that you can vibrate with, and there's no reason why anybody should go a lifetime without a hug on this planet. We see everybody with purpose as well. It's purpose that keeps you driven, and without purpose, we all tend to fall apart. And so we see each and every one of us on this planet with purpose and love, and we'll switch that pin to Viviani and John. There we go. And we see each and every one of us here as well in the highest loving light. We see them as healthy. We see everybody on this planet as healthy. We see healthcare as a human right, and there's no reason why anybody should not on this planet be walking around with a basic illness that could be easily treated with a common medication. There's no reason why anybody should die of tuberculosis or anything simple these days that can be treated, and there is no reason for anybody on this planet to not have any medical care. Medical care should be a right and not a privilege. We see the governments of the world dismantling their militaries, the militaries of the world putting down their weapons and apologizing to those on the other side of the battlefield they would have shot without even knowing it as they meet in the middle. We see the governments of the world instead mandating that everybody wear a "Hello, my name is" tag. There we go. And if everybody on this planet wear a "Hello, my name is" tag, my children are, Bob, Fran, and Jan, then it would be a lot harder for a lot of things on this planet that happen to happen. We see governments of the world, like you said, dismantling militaries, and the militaries shaking hands with those they would have killed. And we see the governments having a dance-off to figure out their issues. So whoever's the best breakdancer of all the governmental leaders, they get the prize, whatever it is, the big Twinkie on planet Earth there, and they can say that they've ruled the roost or whatever it is, and exactly. We see each and every one of us here in love and light, and we see Suzette with respite care for her mother, and her mother not unplugging the fridge at 3 a.m., and of course her car repaired. We see Care Bear and her situation, and Care Bear, and we hold you in a future situation that is calm, peaceful, and loving. We see Rick, who, this is way early for Rick, but we see Rick in the comments there, which he has been here and there, healthy, happy, and of course not having to go back to his doctor as he healed himself. We see Karen Suki not having to go to the doctor in Estes Park, and healthy and happy. And we see everybody out here. Anybody, Yvonne, Yolanda, there we go. See Yolanda, healthy and happy as well. She had a fall, and so we see her happy, healthy, and in great physical condition and healed as well. And we see each and every one of you in your highest, healthiest, and happiest, your most financially abundant and joyful life. And we see everybody on this planet the same. We release our energy into the greater source field, let it go, and release our love so that it can circle the earth, and everybody on this planet can feel this group's love. And with that, we wish each and every one of you an amazing day, and we say to Mother Gaia, thank you for clearing all the X's and O's in the sky and the forever chemicals and plastics. We clear that from Mother Gaia. And with that, we say hallelujah, so it is. And thank you for being here. All right, guys, for those who stuck around, thank you. I truly appreciate it. Check out Chloe's crystals from this weekend. Check out the show. And if you need any crystals, ChloeJaneMills82@gmail.com. I will see all of you in about a half an hour at the Victor's. Everybody else goes to Terry's for a little bit and hangs out generally, or my case, who knows. But either way, guys, stay awesome because you are. Just pouring, so much better. All right, so Chloe's weather it's just raining. Thank you, Thor and thunder gods there, and lightning to have dispersed. Thank you, Isis, for the protection on Chloe's home there. And each and every one of you, remember, everything you do or don't do helps create your loving, living universe. If you're still feeling the darkness, and even I feel it occasionally, do not get me wrong. As you release that darkness to your higher self, see it for what it is. See where you are, know who you are. Stand in your frame as source. You release all that energy. You release all that darkness. Your cells spread out. You vibrate faster. You step into your light body, and you want an instant weight loss program. You lose 40 pounds on the instant. You really don't, but it feels that way. And you step into the light body, which makes it incredibly easier to create your universe. All right, guys, stay awesome because you are. And have an amazing day, guys. I will see you all at Victor's in just a short moment. PG, good dawning. Krista and PG, I think Krista and PG went live over the weekend. Check that out. It was a really fun show. And yeah, PG, thank you. We appreciate when you go live with Krista there. The energies are awesome. You guys do good. So thank you. See you all at Victor's, and love you guys. Have a day as awesome as you are. Hold those, memorialize those soldiers today, and maybe next year we can come back and have a Memorial Day where we're memorializing military in itself, and we can put the military on this planet to bed and see ourselves in a higher, loving light. All right, guys. Love you. See you all in the next. Thank you, guys. Thank you for being here. We are family. You're welcome, Millie. Thank you all. I'm still give you guys a moment. Once I click OK, then it goes away.